Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Emerson again, and I have a little bit of confession to make. See, back in high school, I took only French as my language requirement for the for school graduation. So that was not by choice, by the way. The person in the teacher that was in charge of the Spanish choice of the matter was being a little bit prejudiced towards me. Now I'll get into that in a minute, but for right now, I want to tell you that I respect the French people. I like the French. I like the French sphere of influence, if you will. And I would like very much to go to Paris one day and the surrounding countryside. So, before I forget again, I want to show you guys something very special to me. This, I got this in auction once, and it was a picture of the Eiffel Tower by a zombie, like going Eiffel. It was we're gonna use it for my video about the Paris Olympics, but evidently I forgot about it. So I'm gonna use it for this one, as well as this medal that I have for joining my Stony Brook Alumni Association. I would bite into it, but I'm sure it probably tastes bad. Back in high school, in my, I believe, sophomore year, that'd be in, I think, 2001. Yeah, 2001. Maybe with 2000, the beginning of it was 2000. Anyway, it doesn't matter the exact year. Now, I had to take, they give us a choice of either taking French or Spanish for the rest of our high school career. So, I figured to take up they forced us to take French and Spanish, one and a half year of each one, just so that we get basic knowledge for each of the languages. But in all intents and purpose, they were basically the same. The usage and language, like pretty much if you know Spanish, you know French, pretty much, and then therefore you know Italian and some other languages too. There are 5 languages that comprise of the 6 languages that comprise of the Romantic languages group, that being French, Spanish, Italian, Romanian, Portuguese, and Latin. Although people really don't use Latin anymore, except in academic sense of the terminology. I'll get more into Romance language later on, but yeah. So we had to take a half year one and half year of another one to be more complete and more well balanced. But the Spanish teacher, for some reason, she had a hard on for saying no to me, because she would say that the other teachers and the other board members and whatnot on my CC board meetings and stuff. Yeah, I don't think he can handle it. I don't think he can handle my course. Like it was like a mass difficulty for me. You know, like my primitive brain could handle Spanish, even though the Spanish is more popular among Americans than French. You know, if I were up in Canada or in France or one of the colonies at one point, the countries that were colonies at one point, that would make more sense. But Spanish is more prevalent in the United States. So yeah, it's kind of bring me on that big time, because I could handle Spanish. Spanish is pretty much easy at this point in my life to learn. It still probably is if I put enough effort into it. I could probably learn Spanish too. I don't want to, but I don't have the resources to do it either. So, but I probably could if I wanted to. But in any case, it just so happens that the person that was the Spanish teacher happened to be married to the resource room guy, and the resource room guy dealt with people with special education issues and people who needed extra attention in class and stuff. So all she had to do was talk to her husband, and he would have said, "This kid is good in classes, so why don't you put him through right? Why don't you quit being a bee about it and just let him go through your class?" I guess she didn't want to be hassled with having a special ed person in the class or an aide in the class or whatever, but it was still a very big missed opportunity that I could have had. I could have been speaking Spanish to my Spanish friends and my Spanish friends and all that in college and high school. Plus, I would have learned the different Monicon and the Pendejo, which I would later learn later, but still the point is still kind of funny. Plus, I went in love with learning all the curse words in a different language, and I'm no exception. That and I love talking about the food of different nations, Italian food, Japanese food, American fast food, Spanish food, and the list goes on. So yeah. But let me talk about a little bit of my experience when doing the French class. So basically, the first go run with French, we had the option of choosing which class to take first, French or Spanish. So I took French first, because I like a challenge, so I took French first. And it was kind of a challenge. I'm not gonna say it was a little bit of a challenge. Getting used to this language and just the syntax and the grammar and things like that, the vocabulary and that was kind of a challenge. But then, when it came done with me to take Spanish, so I guess, number 1 or 101, for example, they put me back in French 101 class again. So I was like this. Like breathing through it. Not really having to give a crap about the actual learning of the stuff again. Because it was all basically repeat. And well, that's pretty much it. It was all repeat, and it wasn't anything new to the class. but the people in my class were different. My entire class was like 30 kids altogether that we graduated with, like 35 something or something around there. And they were all different degrees of being bungholes, if you will. Pardon my French. Don't put it in there on that. But, yeah. So anyway, I believe that we had the same textbook, or it was similar in all three French levels. I don't know if they were the same ones that were made for the Spanish language classes, but I guess certainly was similar in design and making stuff like that. So it was pretty interesting to do it all together. Now, during the time, it was the beginning of when they were being a little more aggressive, being inclusive into the textbooks. For example, I distinctly remember drawings of people that were black, Asian, blonde white girls, blonde white guys, and all that stuff, doing the exercises for themselves to try to get us as students to know what to do and stuff and get to our home. And then it was actually really funny. It said that they had a person in a wheelchair doing the same exercise and phonics and things like that with them. So I was to myself, thank you very much for making me a part of this. Because usually whenever they have people, doing a different language group and stuff, they usually leave the disabled people out of it, out of the equation. Because, speaking the language is far above the language skills of any normal person in a wheelchair. It's somewhat like the disabled don't deserve to be in the textbook. But I'm glad that the textbook teacher did put a little effort into it. Be more inclusive, make me feel welcome in my classroom. And that being said, that was the only textbook that actually did that. Nothing else in history, nothing else in math, nothing else in earth science or biology or anything like that. I didn't even get anything about abnormalities to do with making that could lead to potential people being disabled and whatnot. Which, by the way, that gives me an idea for another video part called a clone of my own. So anyway, I'll take that for a different day altogether. So we had to learn the language and stuff using this textbook model. Now, I don't know exactly what the book was that we used, but it was pretty good. It was very interesting, to use pictures, to use actual photos of Paris, of French colonies and stuff, which, seeing black people there in the illustrations kind of had a connotation of that these people were from African colonies. So yeah, they kind of made me feel a little uncomfortable. Especially because I was taking world history at the time. So yeah, That kind of did make me feel a little bit uncomfortable, just a little bit. Anyway, with the romance languages, like Italian, Portuguese, and so forth, I felt that I would get women by learning a romance language, not knowing the whole definition behind the term romance language. I still don't, but I would like. Okay, where are these women? Under what rock are they from? And I heard that older students get younger girls in class and stuff. Like, okay, where are they? Come on, where are they? But they would never come. And they still don't come. Like, what the hell? I learned two romance languages and nothing. Speaking of women, my teacher, she was a newbie teacher, Miss Kirsten. I think that's her name. Anyway, she was a newbie, and she was trying her hardest to teach us about French to class. It'd be like the intermediate French class, and my classmates were ruthless in attacking the teacher with every kind of comment, every kind of dig at her body, every type of just in general, there was just nuisances to the point that my aide had to step up and tell them to shut up. Shut the fuck up, what's the matter with you? Now, it's funny that I say that because when I say ruthless, I mean they were bullying the poor teacher, they were yelling at her, calling her fat and all this stuff, which was very, very improper, being that she was retired. I'm not gonna lie, she was a big woman, but that level of disrespect was uncalled for anybody, especially to be put up with like not little kids like myself. I didn't do it. I was just sitting there like a little nerd, sitting there, and my aide had to just say something to them, but it was still really bad. And I never heard anybody look up to a teacher before. I never heard an aide actually do that before. So bravo, man, wake up. You have my sincere thanks. Her name was Audrey Wickham. She was really, really good. And to top off with extra because I had a vest on, like a harness for my album and walking stuff. So I was particularly young. My outfit stood up pretty well over there. Not in a good way either. Anyway, so she had to stand up for that, and it was so horrible. The kids were so horrid, so bad, so terrible, and all this, that she ended up quitting after 1 year on the job. I mean, it's like, give her a break. When the woman's just starting out, give her a break, for Christ's sake. But anyway, Friends 3. This is where we the men from the boys and the girls from the women. And it was a little better because by class 3, everyone was dedicated to the language. It was the senior year, everybody want to do their best to it. Everybody want to socialize about it, talk to each other in the language. Except for me, nobody wanted to pair up with me. Everyone always put me in the leftover category, whenever they would form their own groups and stuff, they'd be like, you go over there with Joe. Go over there with Joe. He's lonely. Go play with him. Go with him and being the last person on the bench. Which was like really sad for me. But anyway, we had that. So, her name was, once again, I can't remember her name. But what I do remember is that she was a petite little blonde woman. Forgot her name. I know it's gonna bug me from now on, but still, she was pretty nice. She was more strict than Kirsten was. A lot more, to the point. Anyway, we did our stuff, and we did the Regents exam. Now, I don't know if you guys know about the Regents exam. They are a pain in the ass. They are just a relative of the past that to die in a fire with cancer. They are horrible. They are putrid. And from what I can remember, they were only available in New York City. Maybe in California. Because we're special. We got our kids like absolutely nuts with giving them tests and almost every subject known to man. And that was in, they gave the tests in like all the sciences, mathematics. We always had a Regents exam. We had a Regents exam in English, which I had my Regents on my birthday. So that was even more for pain in the ass. Then you had Regents exams in history, Regents exams in language classes. You had almost everything except for gym class, which I wouldn't have had. I'll admit that. But when I came down to take my Regents exam, I came to the speaking portion of the class, which I have a good story for you. I'm going to tell you about my mathematics Regents exam. But not for this video, for something else altogether. But for my French Regents exam, I closed my eyes. I said to the teacher, whatever the answer was, I'm let do fromage for all I know and care about. So, I'll give you a point if you can figure out where that's from. So anyway, we're doing it with them, that thing. And choosing, you did very well in the speaking portion of the thing, and said to the other people in class, you should do this, you should sit your eyes listening and speak like you did. I don't know if they did it or not, but I'm very proud to announce that I was the only one in the whole class, like 10 or 15 kids in there, that I was the only one in there that got a 65 in my class. So yay for that. I was the one that actually passed my Regents exam. I passed by the skin of my ass, but still, I passed nonetheless. You know what? We're pretty damn good, knowing that I was able to show them up. Although it wasn't a competition or anything like that. So yeah, I have fun with that. I would like to take my French language skills on the road to like Montreal or somewhere else in Canada, Quebec or Ontario or Vancouver or maybe France, for example, or French Guiana or Brazil, maybe even. Yeah, I know. Brazil speaks mostly Portuguese, but it's so funny to think about. It's funny like you got a heart attack. Again, just you guys in the comment typing, but Brazil was owned by France. But yeah, Mozambique, which it was funny when I saw the movie Congo. They said one of the guys said that I'm from Mombasa, and his name is Claude. So that's first name. So being that France owned Mozambique at one point, it made sense. Like Vietnam is French, was a French colony at one point. Which means when let's say the Argentinian woman goes to the soldiers and looks down into his pants, it says Tubugu. I know exactly what that means. So yeah, that was funny. And I mean, in trying to tell my father, that Vietnam was at one point a colony of France, with a big major colony too. Not like a little itty bitty one, but like a major royal colony and stuff like that for trade and stuff for trade. So yeah, people was like, no, that guy in the wheelchair can't probably speak all language, but yeah, I do it. I might not be able to speak it as fluently as I would like to, but I'm pretty knowledgeable about the French language. If you can usually get a sign on it, it's like something in French, I'll be able to pick up on most of it. I won't be able to get all of it, but I'll be able to pick up, like, say, 90% of it, 85-90% of it. But yeah, I would definitely like to see the Eiffel Tower one day too. Eiffel Tower, Louvre, the Arc de Triomphe, Vive la France, Vive la France. And I would like to see the Napoleon Bonaparte statues, among other things too. By the way, I find it very funny that in pop culture, we always associate Napoleon Bonaparte with being a little guy, a little dwarf guy, but he was actually average height, or banding with taller than average people nowadays, because back then they used the width of a man's thumb to represent an inch. So he probably had like a bigger thumb, a thicker thumb. So that's why they associate with being short, because the man's 5'7", and that's my father's height. I don't consider my father to be short. Now, Uncle Darius on that's a story, but my father is not short. Let's see, did the momentum. Yeah, okay. So yeah, would definitely like to I would definitely like to meet the other French people, and I would like to people to try to converse in French so that maybe not to the point of being like people appeal, but like I thought character kind of weird anyway. But yeah. No, unfortunately, if I remove the picture back there to get out my happy face cushion there, it might ruin the picture because it will fall. So I'm gonna give this a half. The French language and the French culture, the French severe influence, and the French diaspora, a nice big fat happy face seal of approval. Everything in France is cool. I like mimes. Okay, I think mimes are cool. I'm probably the only guy that thinks mimes are cool. And I would like to give a special shout out to the Eiffel Tower, especially in Twist Mill too, because they did so dirty in that movie, in that game. I mean, I would like to know if anyone on here and who either knows a French person from France or is French, if they would be kind enough to tell me what they think of the game, especially the Paris level monumental disaster. And you know exactly what I'm talking about with this, because it's one of the biggest highlights of the game. So yeah, I'm really going to think of that. The only thing I gotta talk about is escargot. I ain't eating no snails. I'd rather eat puffer fish and get a similar vegetable flat on my face than eat snails. My mother loved them. I won't touch them. I guess it must be like a generational thing. Also, not a big fan of smoking either, so. But, I don't know if this is a thing in France, but I want to ask you that bourbon was invented in France. I'm not sure about that, but in New Orleans, and all the French Quarter and stuff, which I will get to posting some of that footage soon enough on here. But I will say that I do enjoy bourbon, though cooking with it though. I never drink it straight though, but I do prefer the food. Also, the Cajun French food there to die for. I highly recommend your food. It's so good. Anyway, thank you for watching my video on my French language in high school. You can tell that's not the title of the video, but yeah. So yeah, I always put that on my resume. I can speak French. I may be a little bit rusty, but whatever. I'm like a little rusty for changing thinking about that. So yeah, I enjoy the French language. I would give my happy seal bubble. Not that. If you want to reach me for any ideas about me, any future content, or anything else, you can always contact me or text me at 631-707-3707. And if you want, you can That's my cell phone, by the way. Also, if you want, you can reach me at my Twitter at P Nostrum Pro. It's also on X if you have heard. Also, my my email is set at JJ's viewing channel at gmail.com. The JJ's viewing channel at gmail.com. So yeah, I enjoy the French language, French diaspora, and I enjoy the French movie now and again. I enjoy the movie, when we were in that movie, Good Cop, Bad Cop. I like 1492, even though it was a little racist. That's probably the only French movie out there with no nudity in it. And no sex either. I'm not a fan of this movie either, so that's like a stereotype to do with France. Or French people, I should say. But yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah. I salute all the French people. I especially like Emmanuel Macron. I pronounce that right. Anyway, yeah. These are my brothers and sisters. Yeah, you enjoy some of the French army forces, especially the ones that fought bravely in World War II and beyond. So yeah, obviously, girl guy in this land, ancient land. Aloha. I'll see you in the next one.